By the time the last bus stopped running, everyone in Alder Row had already agreed on one thing: the house at the edge of town was empty. It sat beyond the cemetery fence, where the road broke into gravel and the fields leaned into the wind. No light ever showed in its windows. No birds nested in its eaves. Even in daylight, the place seemed to drink color from the air, leaving the white paint the gray of old bone. Mara Vale didn't believe in haunted houses. She believed in rent, deadlines, and the stubborn fact that her brother Eli had vanished after taking a dare to spend one night there. So she went looking for him. She arrived at midnight with a flashlight, a thermos of coffee, and a small tape recorder she used for interviews at the local paper. The house had a sagging porch and a brass house number nailed crookedly above the door, 13. The metal was cold enough to sting her fingers. When she pushed inside, the smell hit her first: damp plaster, stale dust, and something faintly electric, like a storm trapped in a wall. The hall was narrow and lined with wallpaper the color of bruises. Her flashlight picked out family portraits hung in a row, but the faces inside the frames were blurred, as if the photographer had moved at the wrong instant. From somewhere deeper in the house came the soft tick of a clock. Mara called Eli's name. The sound came back to her at once, thin and delayed, as if the house had repeated it after thinking. Then her recorder clicked on by itself. A voice came through the tiny speaker. Her own voice. "Don't go upstairs," it whispered. She froze. The clock stopped ticking. There was another sound now, more delicate than footsteps, the faint crackle of old radio static, drifting from above. Mara followed it to the stairs. A red glow pulsed at the landing, steady as a heartbeat. She climbed, each step sighing under her weight, until she reached a room at the end of the hall. Inside stood a machine unlike anything she had ever seen, a tall cabinet of black metal, vacuum tubes burning amber behind a glass panel, dials marked with symbols she couldn't read. Cables ran from it into the walls like roots. A hand touched her shoulder. Mara spun around, but the hallway behind her was empty. The recorder in her pocket hissed, then played a second voice, older and weaker than the first. "Stay where you are if you want to keep being you." She turned back to the machine. On its glass panel, words flickered in and out like a station trying to tune itself. Family reception unit. A smaller placard underneath listed names and dates: her mother, her father, Eli, and at the bottom, her own name. Her name had a date beside it. Tonight.